Today, it's the National Football League. It's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Cleveland Browns taking on...
Here come the Bengals now to take over. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. One of the things we like to having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such, but two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Short throw to Smith. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of a gain of 5. And it'll be fourth down. The Bengals offense returns to the field. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams trying to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 38-yard line. They'll look to throw. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off Week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
look to throw again. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking deep here for Chase. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 79 yards. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He's He'll look to throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there just before halftime. And even 50 yards. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They'll look to throw here on first down. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. The Bengal offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking deep here for Chase. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. Jamar Chase with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They go play action here on first down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Mixon up the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And they're going to speed things up here. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back to throw now on first down. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 2nd and 6. They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6. A draw play for Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. A 4-yard touchdown scamper. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Mixon with a first down carry. Oh, he shifts past him. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down. Stay in bounds. Keep that clock rolling. And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. This is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll go with a keeper. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Now this is going to be a quarterback draw. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Bengals are closing in. Now this this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week one. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Cincinnati, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Today on EA Sports, it's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati. Straight ahead, it's a rematch from last year's AFC wildcard game, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And still brings it in off the tip here on the deep shot. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
Sometimes those tip balls turn out to be like a pinball. Just bounce all over the place. Everyone's got to go up and get it. In this case...
we talk about tip drills for defensive players like you, but what about the offensive guys? They do any tip drills?
I think they work on it as well, oftentimes in the Hail Mary situations, because you're actually counting on a ball being tipped to give you an extra chance to catch it. They use that training well.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The Bengals at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Once again, they run with Mixon. There he goes, right side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Touchdown, Bengals. Drew Sample, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with a first down. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it to Mixon on the check down. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. These two teams all tied after one. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this one, and now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Chris Evans, 70 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it too. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's got 2 touchdown passes on his first 2 drives, and he'll try again here on drive 3. Back to throw here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Oh, he brings it in off the deflection. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
How about that tip ball going their way? They've got to have a lot of confidence because so far, it seems like everything is going their way.
On the other side, they're just hoping that second half it's a little bit of flip the script.
Yeah, let's see if they can hang in there mentally because sometimes when things go against you so much in the first half, it's hard to bounce back. That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the... On play action, they'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's into the clear again. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So he wanted to pass it, but that thing turned out much better.
And the crowd really responded, didn't they? They always like it better when the quarterback is scrambling around, actually takes off and runs downfield. And that's exactly what he did.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Off to the races. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And down inside the 15 he goes. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Touchdown! Jamar Chase, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. For this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his 3rd already in this first half, as he'll try again with a first down. He'll look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals would extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, he's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll look to throw here. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Looking to throw. Being chased out left. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Flush to, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. I'll tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
He has the 4 touchdown passes, and last drive he ran one in for good measure. He's done it all in this one. See what he has in store here. 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 21, here's 2nd down and 7. Now he's loose again. He's on his way. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Their mobile quarterback, 79 yards. And the Bengals are on their way to a 2-0 start. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we...
The Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
And Mixon going to have a Bengals first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 61 yards rushing for him now to this point. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. This is Mixon on the draw. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Here's a carry for the fullback. This is Andy Janovich. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got it.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. That one looks like he'll throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Bengals, It's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Los Angeles Rams.
With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight, it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. So now the Bengals get ready for their first drive. And a look here at their signal caller, the fifth-year quarterback.
And he is, without any question at all, the focal point of this offense. Had an unbelievable game running the football last time out. And we're not just talking about little scampers here and there for 5 or 10 yards. We're talking about big, long, explosive field-flipping runs. And that's something this defense is well aware of.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a 3-time 1,000-yard rusher, Joe Mixon. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. The Bengals at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Second and 3. And his throw here's incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. You talk about this Rams defense. They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they are facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means this is going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Here's a give to Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Looking deep here for Chase. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. And the Rams will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The Bengals set to take over. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. A handoff to Mixon. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5. Out to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. They'll give it to Mixon. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the short. A throw taken in by Boyd. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Escaping the pressure right. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. And Boyd in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep and a run up the middle with Mixon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Again, it's Mixon. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end, not when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Mixing up the middle. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 59 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Ooh, the juke. And he's got this down to the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. Ready to go on offense. Out come the Bengals. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7. Again, it's Mixon. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. Got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2nd and 6. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have the Bengals first down. And it's celebration time on that sideline. And they've earned it. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. And they cannot do anything to stop the clock defensively. 3 straight wins to start the campaign now.
And this is where a team, privately, within the confines of their own room, their meeting rooms, the locker room, they start to think to themselves, we're pretty good. We should be a playoff team.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for Cincinnati, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for L.A., the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So for our